I beg it may be remembered by every gentleman in this room that I this day declare with the utmost sincerity, I do not think of myself equal to the command I am honored with. Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Well, anyway, let me introduce myself. I'm George Washington. I was born on February 22nd in 1783 in Pope's Creek Plantation in Westmoreland, Virginia. My father was Augustine Washington and my mother was Jane Butler, but she passed away. Together they had 4 children. But after Jane's passing, my father married a new one named Mary Ball. Together they had 6 children, including me, Betty, Samuel, John, Charles, and Mildred. But when I was about 3, our family moved to a large undeveloped plantation that was later called Mount Vernon. But when I was about 7, we moved to a fairy farm that lay on Rappahannock Lake and across from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I began school here. I studied geography and history, but my best subject was arithmetic. I graduated school when I was about 14 or 15. When I was about 20, I joined the Army with no experience as a soldier. But when I was about 22, I got my first military action. I was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel. But one day, the French had fired on Fort Duquesne. We had to protect it, but we couldn't. The French were a nightmare. I regret many things from that day. But in June, we built a new fort and named it Fort Necessity. But sadly, on July 3rd, the French had captured Fort Necessity. Fort Necessity couldn't hold it. We had less than 400 men. I was discouraged and returned to Williamsburg. I inherited a fairy farm from my father, but I rented Mount Vernon from the widow of my half-brother Lawrence. I paid a rent of 15,000 pounds of tobacco a year. I married Martha Dandridge Custis in 1756. The marriage brought here 2 young children, John and young Martha. Sadly, John died before the Revolution and Martha died during the Revolution. Duty called on June 15th because I was chosen to be Major General and Commander-in-Chief. But in 1776, we tasted sweet victory by placing artillery in Boston. In October 19th, 1781, I retired our forces. But in March of 1783, I convinced Congress to grant a 5-year bonus to all soldiers. In 1783, I received a vote from every electoral college and became the first president of the United States of America. Sadly, I returned to Mount Vernon in 1797. On December 14th, I died on December 14th, 1799. Many cities honored me with funerals. Now you must go before the British catch you.